Greetings, beloved. Welcome back. Sunnyside Oracle at your service. Bringing you this spiritual message today. It fell on me this morning by spirit. Okay. And along with everything that's going on, there's a lot of changes going on that is on a spiritual level, that's on an ancestral level. And either you're tuned into it, or you may be getting signs, because if in fact you do have something of a purpose to do within this spiritual changes that are going on in this new decade, it's almost kind of like undescribable to the human mind. But if you are one of those chosen ones, you understand what I'm saying and you know what's going on. And for those of you who have a purpose and a mission and not quite sure what it is, you're going to have those spiritual downloads, okay? And things are going to come to you spiritually if you're in tune with it, of what your job is in this new decade, okay? The moon is in Scorpio today, and Uranus is in right now till about 7 something tonight, okay? But just to give you a little bit about what's going on when the moon is in Scorpio, all right? There's a lot of strong passions going on, and desires for people could be strong. People often become aggressive, critical, impatient, moody while the moon is moving through Scorpio. So there's a marked increase of intensity and heightened sensitivity to personal offenses and insults. Okay. Remember, Scorpio has a secretive, suspicious nature. Avoid social complications. Be aware of jealousy and watch out for the scorpion sting. Please remember to forgive and forget. Be cautious of interacting with the opposite sex. However, this could be a good time for an intense merging with another on a deep emotional level. Scorpio rules the generative system and the organ's reproductive system, as well as the lower spine, in which that's the area of the Kundalini cord, energy within your body. And the moon in Scorpio is a very bad time for surgical operations of any kind. Okay? So, that being said, let's move on with the message the Spirit has for us today. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here, to have me as a guide to bring the messages to the masses. I'm also inclined to let you know, and I can't stress it enough, by Capricorn being in for a year. This is a very spiritual time, as well as being conscious of your money and your finances. Wow. This is a time for a spiritual quest. And on that spiritual quest, it's not the same for everybody. And we are definitely need to persevere through what's going on. All right. And within that spiritual quest, you're going to have spirit calling on you. Because there's some things that we all each have a role to play in the spiritual dynamics. And I was moved to pull out my Work Your Light oracles. That's the message that came through this morning of different people that are on their spiritual quest. And on that spiritual quest, feeling the energy that a lot of meditation is needed, solitude, as well as being aware of the energies that you come in contact with. Being aware of the energies that you give off. And within that spiritual quest, you are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for the good in the world. That's a calling. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us, designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insights into your purpose here on earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed the desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and the purpose of your life. From this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to a quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by a regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. So it just clarified the energy that I just felt within that spiritual quest. And also, well, I'm not going to touch on that. That's a bit touchy. I was going to say something about religion, but what I will say is, for those of you who go to a brick and mortar, once you come home to your own palace or your own castle, have a spiritual connection and time to connect with the universe on your own. There's nothing wrong with communing with others. There's nothing wrong with having someone speak to you about past religions and how you should live your life or move about your journey, the do's and the don'ts. And a lot of times, some people need that food every week. People like me, I don't classify myself as any particular religion. For all those who have positive things to give, I'm with it. But I do classify myself as spiritual, being that I work on that spiritual side every morning and every night. I needed to work on that spirituality and connection with the higher power in the universe, God, whomever you want to call it, on a daily basis. When I wake up, I meditate to ground myself, center myself for my day to come. At night, I don't go to sleep with news or movies or things of that nature. I go to sleep with some meditation music. You usually hear it since YouTube won't let me play my other things. And I hope they don't put me in YouTube jail or cancel me out because I did a coronavirus reading. So with that being said, bringing you some messages on how to work your life and maybe give you something of a synchronicity of the light you might not even know how to work or know you have it, beloved. All right. That's who we are. Keepers of the earth. And we're not alone. The ancient ancestral energies, be it music, clothing, some type of spiritual practice, in this decade that we're going through and coming into, they know we need them. And they are here. For those of you who get in tune with the spirit and the energy of ancestral practices, you will feel their energy. There are things that will guide you and you not even realize you being guided. Thinking about the ancestrals back years and years and years behind us, you have not realized the different connection that they had with the earth, because they didn't have distractions, they didn't have phones and TVs and things of that nature. So it concentrated on family unity, cultural unity, of community. Breaking bread was a very holy and harmonious type of energy. And a lot of things that the ancestors were focusing on, you know, being in tune with the universe. They had rituals for the new moon, the full moon, and it was a guiding clock of harvest time. Okay? So just know that the keepers of the earth, and which are ancestors before us, it's their time to come back and help us. And knowing that, and I don't know, I mean, I feel it, okay? Everybody might not feel this change that's coming. And a lot of people are scared to even acknowledge it because, it can be a little fearful of those who have not been in tuned or are not connecting with their inner self. So they're just letting you know that you support it. You don't stand alone. You got a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world, and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance when you get confused about something. And the keepers of the earth, they know their work. The keepers of the earth, they even acknowledge those who are on their path. And what's it say? They notice the work you've done already and are ready to work through you. The bow at your feet, and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is a time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you're doing. You do not need to go it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. So think about the type of support that you need and call it in. Call it in, beloved. All right, Divine Spirit, what else do we have? Mm, mm, trust your path. Speaking of the support that you have, and if you knew you had that divine support, what would you do? Trust on your path to know that if you led by spirit and led by the messages that the ancestors are bringing forth, the path may be like unknown, and most people like to be in familiar territory. They like to be where everybody knows their name. But if in fact your divine path has you on a journey alone, do you have the strength to move on that path? Even though you might not know the final outcome, but something inside moves you to go with the flow. All right? So just trust and know that if something is guiding you to go a certain way or do a certain thing or say a certain thing or extend your generosity to somebody, go with it. Okay? Go with it. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations for a divine plan. Wow. Well, this stories just keep resonating with the fact that there's a divine plan and a path and a journey that all of us are guided on, but only those special ones know it and tap into it and ride it on out, okay? Guided by spirit. And all three of these messages basically are just a foundation of knowing that you are supported. And things are being laid out. There are things that are being shown that is going to help you stay on that path. Yeah, and trust that path. These cards are so light. Yeah, trust that path. Because you got to know, see all those little people headed on that same one accord? And it's basically to some harmony and peace and love, the way the earth should be. So with that being said, people can create things to try and ruin and destroy others, backfire on them. The energy of negativity that is going on in the world, the light workers, the star seeds, this is our time to come together, to support each other, and to show those the way who wish to learn. All right? Okay. Moving right along. All right. Well, okay. All right. Spirit said get one more. I was trying not to make this a long, drawn out video, but I gotta move with the spirit, my love. Yep. All right. Just to read clarification. The soul family, we all coming together. We all coming together, doing our part, no matter how far apart we are. There's people in other countries that are on the same path, and they doing what they do where they are. And we all just got to do what we do where we are and spread that energy amongst those who ever cross your path. We go throughout our day and you ask people, oh, how you doing? And really, you really don't care how they doing. So let's just keep it real from now on. You can say greetings. Okay. I don't know if you like to say hi, hello. You know, let's keep it real. As I was out today and an elderly gentleman, he said, hello, how are you? And I stopped. I didn't keep walking. I said, I'm peaceful and positive. Thanks so much for asking. How are you? He looked like, dang, you gonna wait to see how I am? Yeah. You asked me how I am, and right through here now, I care about how you doing. Yeah. Some purification coming on. I'm feeling the energy that even if it's not raining, you can get in the shower and just let that water purify you. That's part of my meditation too. Oh yes. That water is a purification and a cleansing as well as energetic. It's a time for you to commune with part of the earth. Purification. It's time to purify some things. Let me just see, because this is a new deck. But it's time to purify your heart, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Purify and cleanse and remove some things that don't belong in your energy. All right? Let it rain, let it rain. And when you have purification, even your thoughts and your actions come in a purified manner. No matter whether it's a light shower or a deluge, rain cleanses and purifies the moisture that evaporated from the various bodies of water on the planet and was drawn into the atmosphere, now returns to Earth as a liquid precipitation in nature's vast, comprehensive water recycling program. So it says, purifying your mind, body, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purify your mind by identifying a prominent belief you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time. Purify your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more deeply. Let yourself feel your grief, truly feel it, so that the rivers of your tears become the miniature baptism that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple and the seat of the soul, by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasingly, the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. Thank you for water. It's no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called lifeblood, and it is so essential to every form of life on earth. Take time to purify yourself. Well, all right. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much for these messages for me and for the masses. Yeah. As I said, and it's clarifying, trust your path, beloved. And just know that you have no idea what's around the bend, but looking at the rays of light, when you guided by spirit, you already know. It's somewhere you need to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is somewhere you need to be. It's something that you need to do. So just move with the spirit of the earth keepers. Know that you will be supported on that path. And know that you are not alone, even though you may feel like it. You might not even see anybody, but the spirit is there. Your soul family. Yes, it is. And a soul family is so needed in this time and things that we're going through. The metal of vulnerability. Knowing that it's okay to be vulnerable to the spirit of love and light. It's okay to be vulnerable within your soul family because they got your back. It's okay to be vulnerable with the keepers of the earth, the ancestors, because they are not here to harm you. They're here to bring you wisdom and take you on a path that you're supposed to be on. And knowing that it's a good thing to be out in nature, to connect with nature and see all the beauty that's there, okay? And be grateful and thankful in it. Absorb it, breathe it in, listen with your ears of what you hear. It'll be good to sit on the ground so you can feel the earth beneath you, grounding you. And it's a wonderful thing to find a tree that resonates with you, a big strong tree to lean your back up against, or give it a hug. Okay, be all right. Give it a hug. You are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings, and even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are. The truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. And within this energy of family, of these light workers, star seeds, and the ancestors and the keepers and people that are on the same page and vibration and energy as you can let yourself be free. You don't have to put a wall up, because we're not here to hurt each other. We only here to enhance, bring together our energies to make it flow out into the universe for the best good of overall of all human beings and the earth. Okay. Yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down. These are very real possibilities, yet by trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions, rather than responding, adaptively, and always playing it safe, you can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety. But armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self in the world. Yep, 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 yep. All right, Divine Spirit. What's going on? What do you have to say with this soul family? This effortless waterfall. That cleansing and that purification. And I'm feeling the energy that effortlessly accept the energies of the purification of water, accept the movement of your path, the movement and the energy, as Bruce Lee says, flow like water, my friend. So yeah, let your vulnerability and your path and let the ancestors, just let it flow effortlessly, okay? When you tune in with the spirit, you move with the spirit. It's almost like having a car with no brakes, because you know when it's time to stop, spirit is going to stop it. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. All right. Spirit told me to use this deck. Not sure why, but we shall see. I don't know. I was drawn to that fifth dimension in this card because, yeah. I don't want to get too deep on you, but there is some dimensions and some things that are going to take us in another realm. Yep. We're going to come to some crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision, and it possibly could be that spiritual decision for yourself. And you can't be in grief about, have I made the right choice or the decision? Okay. And even I'm feeling the spirit that somebody has went on the path of the unknown, and it's like, where are all my friends? because you stepped out of the box. You stepped out of that arena and went your own way. And I'm feeling the energy that somebody feels a little bit of grief that they're finding themselves being more alone by themselves and not connecting with the group that they once connected with, because their path is taking them on another journey. Don't be grief-stricken, beloved, because you've got purpose. We all do. And sometimes these journeys we may have to go alone. Okay? Mirroring. Feeling the energy that you may run into somebody that is a total stranger, and you can see the energy that they have, and it feels like it's almost like a twin, like you're looking at yourself, or if it's a way that you feel about something. And we've got contemplation. It is a great time for contemplation. It truly is. It truly, truly is. There's a lot to contemplate on. And just know that asking the ancestors, asking the divine, whomever you serve, that whatever journey you on and you feel like you need that soul family, ask them. And believe you me, keep your eyes and ears open and stay in tune with your intuition and your feelings. You'll find that person. And it could be a stranger. And it might be somebody that you just stop. I get it all the time. People stand there and tell me their whole life story. It's like I'm a walking therapist. And within that purification, it's going to create and expound your creativity. All right? And within this movement, you're going to get some understandings and some clarity to it. You will. You truly will. What's going on with this vulnerability? Admiration. Being vulnerable, it's going to add to some admiration. People are going to be admiring you for the purification that you bring, the lightheartedness and the fearlessness that's coming. And when you let things flow effortlessly, there are no barriers. No barriers. Okay. All right, beloved. That's a spiritual message for today. So, wow. It was truly a spiritual message. Took you on a spiritual quest. All right. All right, beloved. Until next time, what we gonna do? Keep it peaceful and positive wherever we go. All right. Until next time, beloved, be well.